and welcome to Today in History for December 22nd. I'm Michael Powell. Today in History is one that I still remember. Not very well, but I do remember it, and I wonder how many of you do. It involved Bernard Goetz shooting 4 youths on the subway in New York City. On the New York City subway, Bernard Goetz was 37-year-old white male, shot 4 young black men after they surrounded him and asked him for $5. After wounding 3 of the unarmed men, Goetz pointed his gun at 18-year-old Darrell Cabey, who was not wounded but cowering, terrified, in the subway car. And he said to him, "You don't look too bad, here's another." Then Goetz shot Cabey in the back, severing his spinal cord. 3 of the youths recovered, but Cabey was paralyzed and suffered permanent brain damage. Bernard Goetz, who fled the scene of the crime, turned himself in to the police in New Hampshire 9 days later. During his subsequent interrogation, he admitted on videotape that when one of the threatening young men smirked at him, he wanted to kill them all. The racially motivated shooting caused considerable controversy in New York and around the country, especially after Goetz pleaded innocent to charges of attempted murder in his criminal trial. Goetz's lawyers argued that the men were trying to rob him and that he was only acting in self-defense, while the prosecution maintained that the 4 young men were merely panhandling. The case proved particularly divisive in New York City, where racial tensions were very high. In 1987, Goetz was cleared of murder and assault charges, but was convicted of illegal gun possession and served 250 days in prison. In April of 1996, Darrell Cabey won a civil lawsuit against Goetz and was awarded $43 million by a Bronx jury. However, Goetz declared bankruptcy soon after the rulings. In 2001, Goetz made an unsuccessful bid for New York City mayor, and in 2013, he was charged with trying to sell marijuana to an undercover police officer. But those charges were dismissed by a judge in September for lack of a speedy trial. Yeah, I remember that one. I don't remember the subsequent arrest for marijuana or him running for mayor, which was probably not the smartest thing he ever did. But at any rate, for today, December the 22nd. That's what was news in the history. Thanks for watching. Please come back tomorrow. Let's see what's coming up next.